Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today it's one of my replays and I'm in the Moines, a tier 10 US cruiser. I'm on the map Islands of Ice. It's a 3-point domination game. Well, it's a tier 11 battle with one super ship per side. No carriers, no submarines. It's very nice. Now I've made my way into the sea cap. With this massive island here I should have some decent cover, and with radar and hydro I'm a massive threat here. Obviously that only works until the enemy decides to push around here, in which case I'd be in dire straits. Also there is a Hindenburg here. That's almost in hydro range, but it looks like it's already turning around. If the Hindenburg pushed into the center here on the other side of the island and kept hydroing me, that would be awkward. Because right now I can shoot right without being detected, but the Hindenburg would have the power to change order. But it looks like it doesn't want to. Now I'm radaring. I found the enemy Kita cars. I don't think anybody has shots in here, but we'll see. Also, with me being in here, it allows Viper to potentially flank and torpedo some enemies here. Our Lion here is also using the spotting provided for some airstrikes. And I'm just trying to set any Buki on fire. Oh, that was double fire. Oh, he can just damage Connor probably. Anyway. Meanwhile, it looks like there isn't much going on the A side. Well, we don't have that many ships there either, I suppose. But so far, there has only been a booster spotted. I assume okay, the booster has been torped. There is still a destroyer inside, it looks like. But when we look at the minimap, almost all enemies are focusing on this side of the map. They have some in B, but they are also seeming to migrate here towards C. So we might have an issue. We have some ships here. I don't think we have as many as the enemy. Now, here is an Izumo coming for me. I've got my armor piercing. I've got some nice pens here, but it's gonna angle now. So might have to go to high explosive. Now I got lucky that I didn't get citadeled here. He can obviously go through my nose here. Now what I'm hoping is that those islands here block. I mean, they won't block him shooting me, but if he has to aim high, right? If he aims too low, the shells will go into those islands and those might protect my citadel. And while I'm talking, he just dies, so that works. This could have gone horribly wrong, but as I said, I was hoping that the islands would protect the lower part of my nose and therefore have a sort of icebreaker. Anyway. We have taken control of A. There only seems to be a Magiri left, and yes, more and more enemies come this way. Now we still have quite a few ships in weird position. Like that, I'm not sure what the Friedrich der Große is doing that far in the back and why he is going towards the A side. But okay. Ship-wise, it's relatively even. We are one ship ahead, but we do have the objectives. I mean, we have A, we almost have B. And we are contesting C, so the enemy has 0 points in camp. So as long as we hold on here for a bit longer, we should get a massive lead. And I'm detected, so this means something from the center is spotting me. Let's pop a radar, see if I can find it, and yes, it's the Shimakaze over there. Now that creates somewhat of an issue, because if I want to use my front guns I need to reverse quite a bit, but it's a Shimakaze, so there's a chance that it's torping me. I mean, we see some torps over there, so it's possible the Shimakaze just torped the other side. Actually, it's pretty likely, but still. Better not get Shima torped here, because my hydro is on cooldown. Didn't do much to the Shimmer, but at least we made it somewhat retreat there from the center. And the enemy is still just blobbing there, right? You'd think with the amount of ships they have, they might try pushing in and overwhelming us here, which would work pretty well for them. But they decided to all sail here and do nothing. Nothing at all. So, oh wait, is that Kitakaze pushing in? I mean, I guess the Kitakaze got bored with floating, so
Enemy destroyer blown up.
It shouldn't even have had the angle quite for torps yet, I think. I mean, I don't see any yet, so I should be fine here. Okay, then. I feel... You know, I can understand the frustrations of said Kitakaze. It's been trapped here on the other side of this island, it has been raided, it has been hydroed, it probably hasn't been able to shoot much, and it has its entire team behind it doing absolutely nothing. Now, once we've got this camp, I'll try to peek around here and see if I can shoot something. Now, I was thinking for a moment the IO push in here, but obviously that's not what the IO is gonna do. It's gonna sail more towards the center to be less able to shoot stuff, I guess. Also, as we've established, the enemy team really doesn't like shooting stuff. Now, I've seen a oh, there is a shimmer here. That's unexpected. Hello, shimmer. So it's unfortunately outside of my hydro range. And now I'm getting shot by a Sherman. So the Sherman seems to like shooting stuff. Shermans hurt a lot, right? You can't just sit there and be shot by a Sherman. That's it's very bad. And the good news is my radar is almost ready, and it looks like this shimmer has decided to just sit in its smoke screen and shoot me. Which, you know, in front of a Des Moines is a bold move. So for some reason 6 enemies are aiming at me, and, well, except for the shimmer, I don't think anyone has shots it. So the enemy team seems... Oh, okay, the Ibuki has shots at me. But yeah, it's interesting that everybody is aiming at the one ship that they can't really shoot. But you know, I'm not judging the enemy team. I'm sure there is method to the madness. Anyway. This shimmer has almost escaped my radar range, but in the last second it decided to not run away anymore and instead turn around and stay inside my radar, which is appreciated, so I got the most out of this radar. Didn't sink the shimmer, mind you, but you know. Worked out alright. Now there are some torps coming. I need to reverse a bit. But I think I've got this. There is a double fire. That's a bit inconvenient because my damage con is on cooldown. Now we're gonna go armor piercing. Obviously the Moines has some very good armor piercing, so yeah. Got around that torp. Got some citadels there. Unfortunately, I believe the Ibuki is gonna angle now. It's a shame.
Victory is in sight.
Also, I wouldn't be surprised if the Ibuki is gonna torp as well. I mean, might have torped there a bit earlier. There could still be torps in the water. Now, since it's coming in now, I wouldn't be surprised if it just immediately goes broadside and torps some more. We'll see. Doing some good work here. Meanwhile, yeah, now it turns. The enemy's lava is somewhat moving forward, but it hasn't come very far just yet. There goes the Ibuki.
Our victory is in sight.
Now, it went full broadside there in the end, so I assume it decided it's sinking anyway, it wants to torp now, so I'm trying to get behind this island, right? There is a limited angle that it can torp through here. The island on the left should keep him protected. So this lava is definitely trying to push in, but it's getting torped rather heavily, it looks like. So that's some good news. And the Hindenburg is coming around here. So I'm still using this island a little bit. I feel like I should have seen torps by now, if they were on the way. So I should be fine going for some armor piercing here. And we'll see if we can't get the Hindenburg. Although the enemy is down to 60 points, so I guess this isn't gonna... Oh, it's over. So, yeah, the enemy team basically all sailed into one spot and then didn't even contest the camp where they had all the ships. They just sat in a blob and waited to be farmed. A much more common occurrence than you'd think these days. Sadly. Anyway, it was a fun match in the Des Moines. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you next time.